So we use the 4.0. So the first thing they do is they break the ice. So just something to disarm the person. Then they put in their why. So they put in, I wanted to, I always wanted to be home with my kids. I could never figure out how I could make that happen. I think I found a way to be able to do that. So they put in their why, what they want, what they want to have happen in their Arbonne, career. And then what I included is I asked them, now we put in the business, a little bit of the buzz statements. My friends and I are tapping into a new billion-dollar industry that's expected to reach 1.6 billion in the next couple of years, and the before and afters are amazing. So then third step is to compliment them and say why they would be great at Arbonne. Just a very sincere compliment. You're such a smart, savvy businesswoman. I've always admired you, the way that you've been able, the way you do life. You're so involved. You're so sincere. You're fun. People look up to you. Whatever it is they put in there, they want to put something very personal to that person. And then they do the Eric Worre. If I do this, would you do that? If I sent you some before and afters and a really short video, very short video, would you take a peek at what I'm doing? And would you like to take a look? So they use that, if I do this. Okay, so that is the steps they do to have somebody first take a peek at Arbonne. So when the person comes back and says yes, then they send out the 8-minute video, but they don't do it without first getting a appointment. So this is kind of what it sounds like. If you look at the thing. Hi, Jocelyn. This may be totally out of the blue, the strangest message you get today, but I want to share with you what I'm up to. I am so done living paycheck to paycheck, and I think I found the solution to finding a way out of the corporate grind. My friends and I are tapping into a new billion-dollar industry that's expected to reach 1.6 in the next couple of years, and the before and afters are amazing. Anyway, I thought of you because you just do life well. You're kind of passionate about what you do, and I think you would be really great at what I'm doing. I have no idea if this will capture your imagination or not. If I sent you some of the befores and afters and a short video, would you like to take a look? So it's just that short, sweet, but you ask them to take a peek at what you're doing. But you got the tools, because what you have to remember is that if they're on the same level as you, if they're a peer of yours, they know you in the community, their friends, your kids' friends, whatever that is, well, I have no idea what happened there. No. No! I have no idea. This is his computer.
Oh my God, too funny. I gotta pee really quick. I'll be right back.
I do not want to do that. Let's see. Let's do new share. That was really interesting. Is it not going to let me do it? That is so amazing, you guys. I have no idea. And of course, he is not in the room with us.
Tina, maybe you should just go out of the whole thing and come back in, out of the PowerPoint, and then share your screen again. There we go.
Okay, can you guys see that again?
Yes.
Okay, that was really clever. So, when people are trying to sponsor people inside of their peer, the same level of them, they won't listen to them. That's why they can't get people to take a look. But when you use and they go and do a business chat, and the person doesn't, whether but when they use a tool, their mind gets opened. And then they think, well, gosh, if I came in, I could do the same thing that you're doing, and this is simple. And that's why this works. It makes the business look simple. So then the next thing is, if they say yes, all right, if they say yes, I went too quick. When is a good time to follow up? In the next couple of days. Let's see, today's Wednesday. If I called you on Wednesday, on Friday at either 2 or 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night. What would work better for you? Okay, 8, great. So you'll have had a chance to sure watch the video. Wonderful. So it tells them what to do, and they work down the funnel. If no, then there's a great training by Mary Wright on SoundCloud on how to overcome objections. She uses the align, isolate, and transition. I'll come back to that. But if they say no after they've watched the video, it's just not for them, then you come down the funnel. That's okay. No, it's not for everyone. I could really use your help. So you ask them to hold a get together, a presentation for you. So then if they say, oh, I can't, my son's getting married, my house is getting remodeled. Okay, I totally understand it. That's okay. I think we've all been there. I would love to drop off a spa basket to you. So then you take them down the funnel to dropping off a spa basket to them and doing a tell and drop. And if no matter what, you are going to ask for referrals all along the way. You're going to do the Linda Blum Huntington, and you're going to say, I have no idea if this is, this would capture your imagination, but no matter what, I know you're going to know one great person for me. So if you're going to someone who's more successful than you, you're going to ask for referrals and ask who they know that would love to be part of a global a company that's in a global expansion. So you're asking referrals. You're asking them for referrals on the spa basket. So anyway, that is the funnel. And we have a, let me show you this.
So brilliant. It's so smart and simple, but it's like tells you step A, step B, so you don't have to. It duplicates, I guess, is really.
Yeah, it duplicates. That's what's amazing about it. And so I have, let's see, show all windows. And it has, and so I created a handout that just literally, this is their cheat sheet. So they have this next to them the whole time they're doing, so they know what to say when they're making their messages or their texts out. And then if someone says yes, they know what to say. If someone says no, they know what to say. If they say absolutely, they don't want to take a look at it, then they know how to move them down the funnel and ask if they'll host something for them. So if they say yes, this tells them what to do. If they say no, this tells them, how can I work through their hesitations? And then it just takes them down, down, down the funnel, and always asking for referrals at every step of the way. Okay?
Wow.
So they have a cheat sheet there for them. So they know what to do. Because you know me, I gotta have I'm a step-by-step gal. So here is the new builder checklist. So this is what I've been actually doing her system for months and months and months, and I have been doing this mentoring call with people's new person, and I think that's why I've been able to take people who are at 2,000, 6 months ago, and now they're at 25,000. Because I can really have an incredible amount of influence over that new consultant's person, that district manager's new consultant. And so that's what I've really been doing. So this checklist is all about step by step. So let's say that, Lynn, you're the new consultant.
Okay.
Susan is the district manager. So the first thing that they're going to do when they sponsor somebody is within the first 24 to 48 hours, schedule a getting started coaching call with their upline. And I want them to have completed, our first step workbook so that they have figured out their why, and they're gone through and done some really think about some things of the why, what, when, where, how, what are that kind of stuff. So they have their that done when they come to meet with me. I used to have to make them have their order in, but I've changed after listening to Wendy. And since I've been doing that, oh my gosh, they put such a bigger order in because I really help them to think about this.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens at the mentoring coaching call is that area or vice president is going to ask them these questions. And they're going to do this section in blue and make sure that gets covered on every call. So they ask him, why did you say yes? Tell me why did you say yes, Lynn? And then you really ask them, well, tell me what is the reason? What would you love? Why? What's your why? What have you figured out is the reason you're doing Arbonne? And then I just help them kind of dig deep and make it deeper and more personal and more have much more power in it. And then I ask them, what is your best case scenario? So if everything went just according to your plan, what would you love to have happen because you're doing an Arbonne business? So that's when I really help them uncover, well, I really would like to come home. I really would like to retire my husband. I really would like to, whatever that is. And then this is the key question. I ask them, how much money would you need to earn in order for this to be worth adding something new to your life? I know you're busy. I know you're working. I know you've got 3 kids. I know you're taking care of your parents. What amount of money would make it worth it to you to add this something new? And they sit there and they think for a minute, and they come up with $1,500 to about $5,000. That's what I hear all the time. So this is what I learned from Wendy. She says, well, then we're going to need to build a team, because that is where, for that kind of income, you're going to need a team. So then she goes in and teaches them why we share the business first. Because people aren't driving down the freeway thinking, oh my gosh, if I could get rid of my wrinkles. No, they're thinking about, my life, I just hate my life. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. This is the answer. So we teach them the why, to share the business first, how to share it, and we're going to share it by using tools. We're going to teach you a simple way to use tools to share the business with your prospects, the people you would love to have on your dream team. So right then, we go through and we talk about their who they've come up with, who do they, and they'll start talking about, this is who I've come up with. These are the people I would really love to have on my dream team. So we help them develop that list to 20 to 30 at least. We really want it to be 40 to 60 of who they would love to have on their dream team. And we're going to teach them, and we're going to show them the 4-point ask handout, and we're going to teach them how they're going to invite people to take a peek at Arbonne and how to work the funnel. And so we show them the funnel right then. We show them the funnel handout, and so that they know they're going to have support tools to help them do that. And we're going to set dates for the launch presentations, and they're going to set 2 launch presentations that they're going to host at their own home, and they're going to funnel people down into that launch presentation. Because what we really found is that as they're inviting people to take a look, when they get back and ask them, are you a 1, 2, or 3? A lot will say, well, I'm a 2.5. I need to try the product. And a lot of our new consultants either don't have it yet because their order hasn't come in, or they haven't got enough of the totes and baskets to give every person that they're working through for their dream team to be able to try the product. So what we do is we ask them to come to their 2 launch presentations that they're hosting at their house, because they're going to have a chance to come and have an Arbonne experience the product, see that your product's displayed, be able to really learn have a presentation where they're going to learn more about Arbonne and experience the products. So that's what they do. That's the part you really go over during that first part of the mentoring call. So we want to make sure that they booked those 2 launch dates right then, so that they have within the next 7 to 10 days, and they have those open so that they're the consultant that's on the Zoom call with you, the sponsor or district manager who's going to help them do it. Everyone has done their calendar together. So then we tell them that, we want those 2 of their presentations to be live, and we also recommend that they do one that's virtual. And this is what I have learned from a lot of other Smarty Pants nations. Wendy said she said, I sat and watched these other gals down here in California, and they're doing virtual presentations with people. So they immediately get people thinking from the moment they come in who they know in other countries, and they start doing virtual presentations with them, and they're building global teams. So she started doing it about 6 months ago, and she said it's incredible because they start to build a global team right from the get-go. Okay, so then under this challenge section, they tell them that our goal is for you to find 5 or 6 people to host a presentation for you that you're going to ask your friends to do, and you can incentivize them. And if they schedule that within the next 3 days, 3 to 5 days, and get their calendar full, you can offer a sea salt scrub when they schedule those. We want to stress the importance that our system is 8 presentations a month, and stress the importance of getting enough activity so that the ball is rolling. So what's going on right now with that new consultant is they're going to work, they're going to send out, 10, I have them send out 10 messages, and then the next day they send out another 10. I help them really with those, what they're going to message out people. So for my new consultants that I'm launching right now, I help them figure out what they were going to say to their top 20 prospects. So I had them email me their the names of the person, how they know them, what they think they would bring to their Arbonne business, and what their possible why Arbonne would be a need for them in their life. So I help them figure that out. Yes,
Can you say exactly what they emailed you again, slower?
You bet. They email me the names of the consultants.
Or the contact list, you mean?
So they name their prospects. Their prospects. Yes. And then they tell me how they know them. Oh, this is my friend from college. This is who I worked with. Because that just helps me think about what they're going to say to them. And then they tell me what would they really, what do they really admire about them, why they want to have them on their team, and if they know a possible reason why that person would need Arbonne. Oh, she's pregnant. I think she'd love to be home with her baby, or she's, she doesn't like her job, or their kids are getting college age. So it just helps me kind of hone down what they're going to say to them. Okay, and then we talk to them about signing up to be a consultant, and why, because when I ask them up above, tell me what kind of income would make this worth it to you, and how fast do you want, to move your business. So when I come down to this part and talking to them about their business order, I say, okay, now if you want to make $15,000 to $3,000 as soon as possible, you're going to need to be an area manager, and you're going to need to have as many baskets and totes as possible, because they're going to be your employees out working for you in between your presentations. So you're going to need as many as you possibly can afford. So that that has helped them because they sit there and think about it, and they realize, you're right, I do need to put in a bigger order. So they come back and they put in a $1,700 to $2,500 order because they really realize that they need baskets and totes and products to demonstrate with, and products to use for themselves. So that has really changed how much bigger of an order they place. In fact, my one gal the other day, when I looked at her order, she put in a $2,100 order. So I was really surprised.
Wow.
So that right there is the getting started packages. So I have a link that we can open up right then while we're doing the coaching call. Now, as soon as they're done with that coaching call, we send them it's called a S'more. I hadn't heard of it before, guys. But let me just get to my other.
Darlene's used that for a long time. Is that something you have to pay for to have, Dina, the s'mores, or is that a free?
It's free for basic stuff, and then I think you can.
Yeah, it's free for basic stuff, and then they
free for newsletters and invitations
and then you have.
So are you paying for what you have, Dina, or is this part of the free?
I think ours is free.
Dick thinks ours is free.
And Dina, do you know, can MailChimp do the same thing that S'more does? Because I have a MailChimp account.
It'll work. Just any kind of newsletter thing.
Yeah, I do think this is really cool. Now, how come it went away? Dicker, help me out here.
Or I'm wondering about Red Stamp.
The store? No. What I'm going to show you is much more cool than that. What I'm going to show you is really cool. If I can just open it. Where did it go?
You had it open.
I did have it open. It was at the beginning when I had it. I first had it on my desktop.
Did you click on that link?
Okay.
Click on the link.
Which one? Here?
Well, I'm like pointing at it, but you can't see what I'm pointing at. Yeah, right there, that link on the. If you click on that link, won't it take you right to it?
Yeah. It'll open it up again. I did have it already opened, and so that's why I already tried to have it open for you guys. So, okay. So this is what you email immediately. And
I don't think it came up for us, Dina.
Here, I think it's going to show right now.
Okay.
Is it showing?
Not yet.
Okay.
Share screen.
Gosh, it was right there. Where did it go again? This is so irritating.
It's not on
Maybe minimize this and then click on that to share screen.
So why are
Do you
you?
need this open?
Yes, because that's got the link in it. So I don't know where the thing is.
Where is this link here?
Mhm.
Excellent.
Well, we could always go on something and.
No, it'll open. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Because it keeps being there. So
Hey, can you see it now, guys?
no.
Not yet.
No, it's just a blue thing, like thinking.
Spinning.
So why?
Your sharing screen is paused. So click on the yellow.
Then it goes away again.
I'm getting picked up at 11:30 for my PT, so I'm going to be on. I'm going to get on my phone and then be listening and still be on, but I've got to go kind of eat and be ready. But I'm going to be on. I'm just going to switch over. This is so exciting.
Okay. I mean, it's so irritating. It blinks for a minute. Now we cannot figure out why. And it's not letting us go up to the resume share. No, it doesn't. Nothing to do with that. It's so weird. Do this all the time, and it's not letting us click on your. It should be new share or resume share, but when I go to resume share, Are you guys seeing the checklist again?
No, just the
We
same.
do the same thing you showed us, which is like step 4, get them signed up. Step 5, step 6. Is that the checklist?
Yeah, so I want to do a new share. I want to show this other thing. So
Why don't you minimize this onto your desktop and then go into the internet?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not gonna. We don't have it on the internet. The only place we have this is in that way.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's minimize this. Okay, you got anything now?
Not yet.
The business builder checklist.
All right, I'm joining by phone.
It's the share. That's what's.
For some reason it's not sharing. It's just stop sharing.
Stop share. Okay.
All right, so now let's start sharing. And now that one. How about now, girls?
Now are you seeing
Oh,
it?
yes,
Yes, there it is. Yay! Okay, so this is the email that they get, okay? So they get this email, and inside of the email, it welcomes them to Arbonne. And so it tells them, if you received this email, you should have already done a coaching call with your area manager, sponsored VP, or VP. This is where we begin. So if you haven't done that, reach out to your sponsor today. But I should have already done that because that's the whole system. So make sure you
Dina, is this one your page? This is your specific some more page?
This is my specific some more page. But if you guys decide to do this with me, all you have to do is change in your name and everything else is just click by click done for you. So they
I think you
come-
could do the same thing, Dina, in MailChimp, but I could get some more if it's free. I just use MailChimp, but I could.
Yeah, so see if everything that I'm going to show you is done in MailChimp. So it says complete your first step workbook, have a quick coaching call with your direct VP, set your launch dates with your sponsors so you will be host. 2 will be live and 1 will virtual. Work with your sponsor and upline to craft the messages you're going to share with your top 20 to 30 Dream Team people and invite your prospects to take a look. So here is the 4-point ask handout, and here is a recording I did of teaching them the funnel. So it really goes through step by step what they do. And then there's the funnel handout. Schedule your calendar. Do some role playing with your upline so you feel comfortable with the verbiage. In addition to your launches, we recommend having at least 5 friends hosting for you in their homes with 4 to 6 people. Some of the presentation will come from working down the funnel, and others will come from you asking a friend. Here is a short training video. Place your start order so you have your business tools. How much are you willing to invest in your future? Don't break the bank, but spend enough to be uncomfortable. So you will have to work to pay yourself back. You're going to need products for presentations, for teledrops, as well as business aids. This is your business, so be professional and prepared. And then here's, the getting started packs, okay? Then it goes through and tells them to put in their training and schedule a time to do a goal setting strategy, because I find that once we do this, within the next day, I have to get back with them, and now we're really working to send out those messages and really getting everything rolling with them, because our whole thing is to get people rolling really quickly, and that's what's happening. So success tip number 1, Arbonne is a recipe, not a menu. If you want success, you must have all. This is a great new call that Dana recorded for this, breaking down the business.
Let's send this to them so they'll have this.
Okay, yep. Plugging to your team training. So this is just where you would put in your schedule of calls. So I've got all the stuff, all the calls with Phoebe's downline put in here. Success is getting on your nation's Facebook page. And here is a great mindset call from Cecilia Stowe. Hear about what it's going to take mindset to build a business. And then some help local apps that will assist you in your business. And then share this opportunity like the gift that it is. Because, you know, sometimes you really have to help them get past the block of trying to go and sponsor their friends, right? So this is a great call by Debbie Neal. And so how big is your vision? Use this vehicle to make that vision a reality. Absolutely anything is possible. So here we are now. It's into the essential part of our system. So these are the essential things that they're going to do. So here's the want to get moving. Cunningham, fantastic call. How to invite someone to take a peek. That's that 8-step in process that Eric Worre goes through people. And then these are the 2 videos that we send to our Dream Team candidates. The New Faces of MLM and the 18-minute Discover Arvon. And then I put in one with Ian, that's his new one that's fantastic.
Oh, that is so good.
So that's
so good.
It's so good. So you can either choose to send them the 18-minute one, or if they're a guy, for sure send them the Ian Pritchard one. Here is the link for our before and afters. I'll show you guys that one in a minute. And then here's the how to follow up with someone after they watch the video. A great training with Wendy Cunningham. I'm having Julianne Whitney do a handout right now because we've been listening to all those fantastic calls about lean in, lean out, how you lean in a little bit, how you lean out a little bit, and teaching them how to follow up with people. And so she's been doing this system since January 1st, and so she's putting together a handout for me right now that will be a click right there. Whoops, I just blew something. I just touched something, didn't I? That was special, wasn't it?
You went to someone's SoundCloud.
I know, I touched on that. You can see how easy you can touch on that. That was special. Okay, back there again. Are you seeing it?
So, Dina, would you recommend that we listen to all the calls that we haven't listened to?
Yeah, I think you should, but because I think they're all fantastic. And look, here I've got somebody. I now have somebody playing. Isn't that special? I don't know how I did that.
Click on the before and afters, Dina.
Okay. So here's the before and afters, and there's a link for them that they can send out to people. So they send this out with their
Just one page.
so it's just a one-page link for before and afters. So you're not sending them page after page of before and afters, just something succinct and great to look at.
Okay, so Dina, are you sending them one before and after for the healthy living, or is it just skincare?
I have, yes, I have one for, so if the person is more into healthy living, then I'll go healthy living. If they're more into this one, into the before and afters of anti-aging, they send this.
Okay, but in the s'more, can we put both links? Because
Yes.
I've been talking to a lot of guys and they would want to see the before and after, but for for the training.
Yeah. So what, okay, so what did let's see if I can figure out how to stop. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, sorry guys. So that was special. Yeah, so here we're back. Okay. So yeah, I think that's, a great idea. I'm not kidding. I just barely finished this as I was going out of town. That's why I was so stressed out when I sat down with you guys the other day, because I had to
Isn't it the same thing that Dana has too?
Yes, we did this, so we wanted to make sure that we were doing it together so that, I want my whole entire downline doing this because it is kicking butt.
So how did you duplicate it for each other?
So all we did is we just did the exact same thing for each other, and all we did is we changed this paragraph because,
What paragraph?
We're stuck
I'm
on
missing SoundCloud again.
yeah.
I see
Okay,
Wendy.
let
We
me
don't see anything anymore. But Wendy.
Copy, paste over yours, and then change those.
Okay, let's see. Let me just show that again to you. Let me try it here.
So, Dina, do you have a before and after of healthy living, or would you?
I do.
Okay, Ann Puckett has a great one, and she'd be glad to send it.
Well, absolutely send it. So if it's just in a one-page JPEG, I'd love to see what she has.
I will have her send that to you today when she's done school.
Yeah, because that would be fantastic, because we can just use that. So let me see.
Yeah. She would be over the moon about this system, Dina. So I'm going to share it with her, and then I might just have her reach out.
Yeah, and I'd be happy, you guys, like I said, because this is what I did for Dana's. You know, now I'm doing it for Laura Fortner's Nation. But I gone on and I really explained everything that we've been doing. And I taught her areas and I taught her regions inside of her nation. And I would be happy to do those calls for you, with you guys, for your areas and districts and regions, because I really taught it out. People have been kind of like wetting their pants because they have, it's like a step by step by step by step. And, you know, as much as I would say, now you go to the website and you do this, it just never translated exactly what I wanted to have them do next. And this is so nailing it, I can't even tell you. So that's what I'm loving.
Okay, awesome.
So I can see why she's grown so fast. Because when she brings in a new person, they don't even talk about district. They go straight to area manager.
Yeah, and what I loved about her call is she said, and some people won't get it, and that's okay. Like, some people will be in districts, but you don't change the system. You do the same thing with the next person.
Exactly.
You don't change the system, because not everybody is going to get this. They're not going to have the context, or the people aren't going to say yes, but you're going to find someone that will.
Yes, exactly.
And so I like that release, that this isn't like perfect and this isn't going to work for everybody. So if it doesn't work for somebody, they don't go, oh my God, I'm a loser, I don't get it. They go, okay, this person just didn't have a big enough vision, or they didn't have enough connections yet. And so, but I'm going to do this system with the next person, because I'm going to learn the system and let the system duplicate.
And the system duplicates, you guys. That's what the key thing is that it duplicates. Because what I sat there after listening to Bob Heelig, and I listened to 1,000,000 calls with Simon Chan from the MLM Nation, and I listened to calls from Richard Brooks, and every single person that he interviews all say they use tools. And I went, why have I been so stubborn about not using tools to recruit with? And once I started using tools, my new person says, oh, I could do this. I could do this. And all of a sudden, sponsoring is happening like crazy. And that, I think that was like, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I've been so slow to get this, so that I've been so slow to teach this down.
Oh, Dina, hardly. This is wonderful. The timing couldn't be more perfect for me, so I thank you with all my heart. I do feel bad. I've got my ride is here for physical therapy. This is being recorded, right?
Yes, I did record it, so you'll see how much challenged I was to make my Zoom work today, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sorry I have to jump off, but thank you, and I will watch it. I'll be home at 2:30, and I will watch it, or 3:30.
All right.
Bye, Lynn. Good luck.
I'm sorry I have to get off. Thank you, Dina, for finding this time, and Susan and Laura for making sure I could be on, including me.
Absolutely.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, good luck.
Thank you.
So, Dina, just to get back to what we're focusing on here, we're still stuck on the SoundCloud on my computer. I don't know if you are trying to take us back to continue to.
Yeah, let me try to get it back here again. There we go. Now we're back, right?
Yes.
Yes, now we're back.
All right.
So, Dina, are you going to send us this live so that we can click on every single link and watch them?
Absolutely.
Because I want to
I'll
do
send you
it
the link
myself.
for this.
Yeah, I want to get it in my head and do it myself, so that when we do it in my group with you, it's not like I haven't done it. Like, I want to be able to do it, mess it up, do it again. I want to be able to be real with them and say, I'm doing this and learning it at the same time, or just one step ahead of you. I don't want to say, this is the next thing that Dina's doing, and they're all going to go, but we've done a million things, and have you done this yet? And I
Yeah.
want to do some of it.
And I totally get that. Because I've been doing it since really starting. I watched Julianne, who was stuck at Region for a gazillion years, and I am the one that's coached her. So I can't, she was stuck. And then she started really being friends with Wendy. And they were friends all the time. And then all of a sudden, she started watching Wendy just fly. So in January, she said to me, Dina, if it's okay for you, with you, I should say, she said, I'm going to do what Wendy's doing. So she brought in two new people. She brought in Heather and she brought in Jackie. So in January, they were brand new consultants. So Heather came in and they did their 20, she messaged out 20 people. So she had some that were out of Canada and other provinces and some that were local. So for the local ones, after they watched the videos and they did a follow-up call, she invited them to come to a local, and they did a dream team event. The other ones, they did, which I do all the time. Now, this is totally what I do all the time. She did Zoom calls with Julianne and her and the person. So she helped close those people. So then when they closed the people, then they started the exact same thing. So Heather completed district in January, went into qualification for area in February, and completed it in March. And in March, because they did this system, if you picture it out, because then they did the same thing with each person. They went and they messaged out 20 to 40 people. They found their 4. And so she had 4 legs that they were doing this with. And at that dream team, her first dream team event, she had 8 people there. 6 said, sounds great, Heather, love to help you any way I can. Not for me right now. And 2 signed up that were local. So the other 6, they did the funnel with them, and they held presentations for her. So they worked them down the funnel. So then in month 3, at the end of March, she was at 20,000. And so then Jackie, the other one she started, Jackie is more difficult to coach. She didn't do everything we asked her to do. She was a little bit more stubborn, but she still qualified for area, and they both became area managers by the end of March. And so now they've got promoted areas. So it was amazing. So I sat there and went, duh. So I just started it, and I couldn't believe how fast it started making my team grow. But we didn't get all the little fine-tuning pieces from Wendy until just in the last, after she did that call. Then we got the fine pieces of going, oh, you've got this checklist. You do this some more email. Okay, now we've got the final pieces to the puzzle. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of lay that out for you guys.
And Dina, I really appreciate knowing that.
Yeah.
Well, because it makes going and doing it less scary. I don't have to know it all to get it all right. And
yeah. But I guess this is how, because Julianne is one of those people that have really difficult relationships with people in her team. She's a strong personality. So don't you ever repeat this to her. I figured if this worked for Julianne, it could work for anybody.
Well, that's good for me to know, because I have a strong personality, so I can be difficult. So that's good.
So I went, if it can work for Julianne, we're in business, girls,
Well, I saw this when it came from an area manager or somebody a long time ago, a month or whatever. And I just thought it was brilliant, only because it's one click to get to, instead of digging deeper, digging deeper, digging deeper. You just one click and then you go back to the homepage and you go, okay, now I want that. And you one click, then you go back to the homepage and you go click. So I love that you guys have like rolled it forward, made it your own. I just hope that it would make it easier to do the drill down for us if we wanted to, because looks like you guys basically did her drill down too.
Yeah,
right?
we took it and just made it better.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we did.
Like more streamlined or whatever.
Yeah. And we just click, and and truthfully, how it's going to go, because at the end of this, when I get home, what will happen here is it will be right here. There will be, see, this clicks back to my website so that they have the essential.
Don't click it.
I won't. To the essential forms and things, but what she has done, because I want you guys to think about when we go from country to country to country, they're going to need to have their own some more, so that they have, it works in their language, it works in there for them. And what she has done, you click here and she goes to a Google Drive, and there she's got like a filing cabinet and opens up everything you need, like to do a a tell and drop, everything you need to do like a core presentation. So they don't even leave, they never have to leave their email. Everything they need is on that email.
But okay, so Dina,
Really
I don't know if I made my question clear. To duplicate this, like for instance, probably most people will want to make it their own, if you know what I mean. Like, I guess some people would want to keep it the nation, but some people would want to make it, like the regional vice presidents might want to make it their own. How do you make all of this?
I don't recommend that the regions make it. I think it should stay as the nation's one, because then they, and of course you're going to, maybe you guys won't agree.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah, because I think it needs to be.
Regions can get stuck in their own, like, I am it.
Yeah. And so I like that they see, because they just see, and honestly, they don't even know who's in that picture. It's just a great picture.
That's from Darlene's, that's from my group.
Yeah. And so it's a great picture of
Darlene's farm when we
getting
do our retreat every summer.
Yeah. So it's a great picture. And I know it's in my I know
it is a great picture. I wish it was that big still.
That's okay, because that is just a great picture of seeing it from above. I love that view of that. So I knew it was my downline. I knew it was you guys, and so I just thought I'm sticking this picture on because it's fantastic. But because if they hang in there with the, using, so there's something from me, there's something from Dana. If you want to put a recording of yourself, change this out. Phoebe's using it too, of course. What did I do? I did it all for Phoebe, because that's what I do for Phoebe. But so hers is all ready to go too. So hers says, her picture it's her name. She's using your picture, Susan, because it's a phenomenal picture.
Yay, I feel special.
Yeah,
You are special.
I feel really special.
So if you have a good picture of
We love you.
with you, Laura, for you with your team with Mercedes, stick your picture in there. But we can help.
No, the only thing I want is before and afters for weight loss.
Yeah, and and I'd actually change that. I'll change that today because I
don't know how younger people are excited about those old people's wrinkles.
No, I agree. I have like the 27-year-olds.
Yeah,
you do find yourself trying to talk to them.
Bodies.
Yeah, you're trying to talk to them, and I'm like, oh yeah, but you don't have wrinkles, and you don't care about that.
I want to see hot bodies.
Yeah, so let's do a thing, because that's one of the things I was going to add, because I have underneath, I say on the funnel, either if you're more into, and I give them the two different buzz statements. My friends and I have tapped into the fitness and wellness craze that is happening, the $1 billion, all those people walking around in fitness clothes.
All the beach body people.
Yeah, we've got a way to tap into that.
Yeah.
I think that for Yeah, that's a really good thing to have.
So that's what I say to them on the funnel training. So I have that inside of the funnel training.
Okay. Is it on the funnel training?
On the handout,
Yes.
you
Is
know,
it A or B? You could say this or that.
yeah. You know, if it doesn't, I'll change it. I can change that today. 'Cause
Okay,
that's
that
just,
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If we want to
awesome.
do this, then is it something that you have to do for us? I guess I'm still not clear on how do we make this.
you actually go to some more, but you know, it's Dana's assistant has, I mean, she'll change it for anybody, but Dick and I figured out how to do some more. So he knows how to do this.
You can learn how to do this because I've done stuff like this in MailChimp. And, you know, if you want, I'm going to get my assistant to figure this out. You can just pay her once she's figured mine out if you want.
Yep. And so then you can go in. And so Phoebe said, should I record some of my own trainings? And I said, you can absolutely, if you want to record some of your own things. You know, that's why, but I actually really liked all of these different ones. Are, you know, the one from Wendy was phenomenal because she just is really good at kicking butt. And then the one with this one, how to follow up with someone. I did it again. Can you believe it? I touched the stupid screen again. But I had, let's see.
Bless you.
Thank you.
But I had, so I said, Phoebe, you can put in if you want to put in a call for me, you can put in a call from you. So it's personalized to you. And so,
I just want to somewhere in there to put some welcome call. And
I would love to do like a little welcome call, very short, even a little welcome video. I'm talking 2 minutes, like.
Yes,
it's
I
so
agree.
lovely
Like from the
that
beginning,
to meet
yes.
you. I can't wait to meet you in person if I haven't already. Something like that.
Yeah.
I think that would be great. I think you guys could definitely do that. And then you could personalize it for your team and then still use everything. And wouldn't it really be awesome if we actually were using all the same stuff? Because it would be, we could, you know, when we get on calls, we're doing the same thing. I think it would be so cool.
Especially if we were just popping out
Oh,
areas all day long. I mean, like, yeah, that's awesome.
because you know what, you guys, in the U.S., they're the organization that is growing. That is the one, that whole thing, that is where we're getting the growth from in the U.S. because pretty much everybody else is pretty flat. But
Good.
that
They have
is
some
the
new people. I'd
organization.
love to get them rolling with something that's really going to empower them.
Who is that exact organization, Dina? I'm confused.
Okay, it goes up, oh gosh, what is her name?
So who's the first
Is it
person?
Linda Huntington's
Wendy,
downline?
and Wendy
No,
goes
no, no, they're underneath Linda Parker.
Okay.
Goes down, and it'll come to me who her upline is, but her upline in the last 2 years, just they promoted a 12 national vice presidents.
What?
Who?
Yeah,
And they're in the United States?
and they're in the U.S. That's the one that's growing, you guys. That's the
That's
organization.
amazing.
And then they go up to somebody, and then to Linda Parker. But
Okay, but
that's
that person didn't sponsor 12 national vice presidents herself. Somebody's upline in her organization has promoted out 12 MVPs, right?
right. So it goes above. It's the girl above Wendy, because what happened is Wendy just exploded, and her upline said, "Hey, I'm going to start doing what you're doing." So between Wendy and then her ones she personally promoted out, they had 12 national vice
But
presidents.
we don't know her upline's name.
But it'll come to me. I know who it is. It's not just coming to me right now. It's one of those kind of little bit more tricky names, so it'll come to me.
Okay.
You'll figure it out.
So if
I'll send you every cool call I know that you need to listen to, so that you really get.
I sent the 2 cool calls that I listened to, I sent to my team and said, Dina Wilkinson said we should listen to these.
Good.
My team had already heard the Claire Rizzoli. I just sent it. Yeah, the Wendy Cunningham, and it's good. It's actually really super meaty. Like halfway through, it's like it's just like it's super meaty in that,
Wendy's.
yeah, Wendy's.
She just gets down about what did I
Just
do?
like, I think you
One
could
of
just
those
break it down
district
to,
managers. I
yeah,
went to them and I said, "Do you
Yeah.
want to grow?" Then I got involved in their business, and then I helped them promote to area. And then I love how she just drills down how she did it, how she
Yeah.
went from 36,000 and promoted to nation by November. I loved how she said how she did it. That's why I think it's such a great call.
yeah. And I almost feel like just take those 15, 16 minutes and just, that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was good, but
So
I mean, the
fantastic.
beginning was fine too, but it was just like slow rolling, slow moving, and then all of a sudden, when she came back on from the interruption,
Yeah.
pow! Here's your big meatball sub.
Yeah, and absolutely, that's the part you really want them to listen to.
Yeah,
I had people listen to that part over and over and over again.
yeah,
And so this is what I asked my area managers. I said, I want you to pretend you're new. And I want just let's start over again. So I said, open up your calendar, open every contact. And so like Kasha, who I love her to death, but she's been kind of stuck for years. So all of a sudden, she's got all these people who are viewing a video, and I've done the follow-up calls with them, and now they're saying yes, and she's sponsoring them. So all of a sudden, she's going like this, and she's just jumping forward. So I just asked.
Tina, everybody in Arbonne wants to succeed. There isn't
Yeah.
anybody. Nobody wants to stay where they are. Nobody does.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
just-
yeah.
they're either
Nobody wants to be
paralyzed, or
stagnant.
they're afraid, or they're stuck, and then they have fear. I mean, we've all been there. Nobody wants to stay where they are, or they wouldn't have signed up. Everybody signed up with the why and a dream.
And then the other people that got us, he's so blowing my mind, you guys, is Bob Helig. And Bob Helig has podcasts that will blow your mind.
How do you
Who's
spell
Bob
his last
Healy?
name?
I've never
Yeah.
even heard his name before.
Helig.
Oh, Helig. I think I've seen that name.
And he's coaching, personally coaching Shana Recker. And she is getting so smart and so savvy about how to do this business. I'm watching her, and she is blowing my mind. But he has this Breakthrough Academy. I tried so hard to get into it, but it filled up 200 people instantly, had signed up for it. And he does a 12-week course. He's so smart, you guys. When you watch his podcast, your jaw's going to be on the ground with everything he says.
Now, who's Shana Recker?
Shane is one of she's underneath Kara Inject, but she's the force behind Kara Inject. She's the chick that's going to be the $1 million earner. She's in my downline. But
Good for you, Tina. You have
Yeah, lucky
amazing
Tina.
things happening, girl.
I do have good things happening.
It's
And
great.
by darn, I'm going to get 3 more nations out, girls. Are you guys with me there?
I'm ready.
So what
God, girl.
if we said let's get out 3 nations in 3 years?
I'm ready for a system. I don't want
Okay.
to do it anymore.
I don't know how you really. I mean, in the era we're in right now, you have to have it one page, one little everything's too savvy. You can't be stumbling over little notebooks and stuff. It all has to
No,
be.
it has to be, and that's why these 28-year-olds of mine
Yeah.
are loving this system, because it is a system.
No. Your
And they're very
47-year-olds are liking
savvy.
this system.
Yeah, they're tech savvy. They know how to do this. This just click, 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 click. And that's why it has to be this way. And because I just sat down, I sat down with Dana. I said, Dana, I said, you've got to get younger, and you've got to get more savvy, and you've got to get into technology. And I said, you got to get into all this stuff. And so it was, I got on the calls with their areas. And she said, she texted me yesterday, and she said, you are a miracle worker, because obviously they're going like this. And so she thinks this is blowing her mind.
Who are you talking about now?
That was Dana.
Oh, Dana. Okay.
So because I, got on 2 weeks ago, and we worked this, we showed this to her areas, and she just cannot believe what's happening with her areas.
That's great.
And so we all have old teams. And they have to get new and young, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
You know, so that's just what has to
I mean,
happen. So
if you look at a 25-year-old, 18 years ago when I was introduced to this business, they were just little people. You know?
and we have to go global, you guys. We have to go global. So that's why, and listen to the call last night. I posted it on my page. Listen to the call that help me, Kate Flanagan did. Because I asked her, I said, could you please come on and do this call that, and tell us what you did so you could start targeting people in Taiwan, and so that you could build a team in the U.S. and Canada that from their Taiwanese that would take you to Taiwan. And her strategies are so smart, what she did, what trade shows she went and did, where she went, and what kind of Facebook groups she joined in the Asian community so that she could start building the contacts. Now she has the most amazing team that's going to take her to that's taking her to Taiwan. She didn't know anybody from Taiwan, but her strategies were brilliant. And do you guys realize that in the Philadelphia area is the largest concentration of people from Taiwan, other than New York? And so you guys have, within not very close reach of you, unbelievable amount of Asian people from both Korea and Taiwan to take you to those two countries. So I would love us as an MVP team to really decide how we could do this so we could really build in Asia. So that's why I wanted her on. I'm going to go home once I get done with this trip, and I'm going to systematically do every single thing she said and see if I can start to build a team for both of those countries.
So,
That's
Dina,
awesome. So it's Kate Flanagan's call.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And
I have a big
posted it on my
to-do
page.
list, Dina. I have a big to-do list. For
yeah,
our-
we all do, but I feel like I know you're getting ready to leave town in like just a couple hours.
But you can message me, and we can talk on Facebook Messenger at any
Okay.
time.
But the question I have is the s'mores sheet. How do we do that?
Okay, I'll send that to you.
Okay. And then do we just copy paste it onto our own
You can't
s'mores?
figure out. Do you know that Dana's assistant will do this for me? I couldn't figure out how to make have the wording get bigger and how I could have bigger spaces. So she just did it for me and then sent it back to me. She would do that for you guys in a heartbeat. You're her directs. She wants you to. She'd love it if you guys would do this system with us. So she'll do it for you in a heartbeat. So all she has to do is put your name in it, and then it's done. Your name with your picture, it's done.
And what? It's just a copy paste, or is it because she's on her own s'mores? Because I think you have to open your own s'more account.
You open your own S'more account.
But I don't want to be like this, like, oh, that was so exciting, and then just like
No, you
go
go and
around my
open
house
your
for days and
you
try to
open
figure
your
out
own
what the hell
S'more
am I
account.
supposed to do.
And you know what, Dick? We're stuck in New York airport for 3.5 hours. And Dick will literally talk to you guys. He'll get online with you.
Laura, why are you laughing?
He'll work this out. This is what he did for
I
Phoebe.
would be thinking the
This
same
is what we do for Phoebe every day.
I know. I would be thinking the exact same thing, Susan, if I didn't have MailChimp, but it's a system. So if they send us the email, like if Richard actually takes that email and sends it to us, like we would be a new consultant, between Chris and my assistant, they will be able to know how to do it lickety split. You just decide what you want. I just want Dina to send us that because I have a before and after before. If Dina doesn't have a before and after for that, Anne can send it to us. We can send it to Dina. We can have a S'more or MailChimp. They're like a same kind of system. You sign up for it. And then if Richard sends us the email, they're live links that you can put in pictures.
Right.
Absolutely.
Listen, if I can do it, Susan, I can help you to do it. You just
Okay.
And Susan, I would be glad to help. I'd be glad to help both of you. But what I'll initially do is take each section of hers and send them to you in a Word document with section by section. So you can just copy and paste it into yours.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then the links are really, really easy to change. So, and I'm here to help. That's what I do with, Phoebe every day. And
Can we sign up for that class? What time
Wait.
do you do that every day?
I want somebody to help me every single day.
and frankly, you guys are just a bit more tech savvy than Phoebe, so I don't see any problem.
So we'd be happy to do that. But we'll send you that. As soon as we're done with the call, I'll send you every single thing that we've talked about today. Every cool thing. The other thing that we have is we created a handout that's the how to do them. It was from that Mary Wright, that link from SoundCloud. So I went in and listened to her, every single thing she said. And then Phoebe and I worked on it, and we created a handout about how to handle objections, because she does it brilliantly about how to use that align, isolate, and transition. Her wording is phenomenal. So, of course, I just went in and beautifully stole everything she said.
Okay, are you
Whatever,
sending
whoever duplicates the best wins.
I will send that, to you guys, because I feel like we've got it done and nailed.
Dina, what I want to know is, when do you sleep and when are you doing your grandchildren? Like when?
I
Fascinating to me. Fascinating.
don't know anyone that's working harder than me at the moment. Can I be honest?
I would have to agree. I don't know how you're doing it.
Because I'm building Australia. So I got on a call at 7 a.m. with Australia. I did a call last night at 11 p.m. with Australia. But I'm moving these girls because I want these 2 girls to get to Nation. So anything as fast as I can help them move, I'm doing it, because I want them to get to Nation. And then my next one I want to get to Nation is my niece that just signed up with me, because she wants to go to the top, and she's super, super smart and savvy. And she just sponsored her sister-in-law that's an attorney and has her MBA, who's super incredibly successful in LA, and she's come on board with her too. So I feel like I've got some really smart, savvy women coming on board, because you know what? They watch the tools and they go, oh, I could do this. Because they're busy women. They're working mothers. And so they have to have tools that they can use, so they don't have to do.
You have to have
Get a tool out in 10 seconds. That person watches it. You don't have to do the presentation. They watch the next thing. And so they go, oh, I can do this.
Yes.
And there's a couple of other things. That's why I would love to sit and talk to you guys some more in the next week or two, because I have some other ideas that I think could crush it for us to really make it even faster growing, because the more tools we use. Because one of my gals, instead of doing the business chat, she is such a smart girl. Her name's Jocelyn, and she's 28. And she's been doing this all summer, and she's blowing my mind. She'll sponsor 3 to 4 new business partners every single month. She meets them at the gym. She does step by step what she does, and I would love to teach out you guys what she does. And then she sends them and says, hey, would you take a look at what I'm doing? I think you'd be brilliant at this. She does a 4.0. She sends them the videos. So she has them watch the videos. Then she meets them for a business chat. So instead of having to sit down and do a business chat, she gives them headphones, and they both watch a DA together. And I want you to think about how smart this chick is, because she sponsors them, and then they say to her, oh, this looks so simple. I think I could do this.
Right, so she doesn't have to perfect her skills. They're watching it together.
And that is the beautiful thing about this.
I'm trying to get the part. I'm going, you guys, if we could just dumb this down.
Well, can I just say,
we make this, the more we're going to do.
I just want to say this one thing. When I started this business, I dumbed it down to the nth degree by taking those little cassette tapes. I would put them in my bathroom, and I would make copies of them, recording them for people, because I didn't have time and I didn't want to talk to people all day long. And I would there was like 2 or 3 that I would just say, this is it. Just listen to it. Come back and talk to me later. Like, it is so simple. Now it's like, it's just so much stuff. Nobody knows where to go to get just, here's the Arbonne difference. here's this, here's that. I don't even know. I wish I could remember what the 3 things were I gave to everybody, but it wasn't me sitting down with every person and explaining every little thing they needed to
Dina,
know.
that right there that you shared where they sit
Isn't that
down and
brilliant?
watch. No, it's brilliant.
It is brilliant, isn't it? So she positions them at the coffee shop. So they're looking at the corner because I taught her how to do this. So they're looking at the corner so they're not getting distracted. She's sitting by them. They each listen to it, and she can pause it and go, yeah, what do you think? And then they watch some more, and then she gets done, and she says, where are you at on a scale of 1, 2, 3? And that's all she has to do.
Oh my God, Dina, hurry up and get home. Forget vacation.
Yeah, when are you going to be back? Let's schedule something now.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Right now.
I'm not kidding. I'll be back a week from Friday, but like I said, you guys can honestly reach me while I'm in the UK because I'm ahead of you. So when you wake up in the morning, you can message me, and it'll be like 8 o'clock at night, and I'll be in my hotel. So
No, I want to watch every single click. I want to get it all together. I'm going to make my s'more. I realized after the 2 calls and our coaching, thank you very much. I had a most amazing conversation yesterday with Olga. I need a bigger vision. My vision is not big enough.
that's awesome, girls.
So my very first to-do when you talk today, Dina Wilkinson, #1 vision. Where am I going? Get clear. That was my first thing.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, because I got really emotional when we were at a retreat back in February, but I just wanted everyone to get a bigger vision of going global. And I got way too emotional, but I just knew I was onto something back then, but it needed to get honed.
when you got too emotional, I thought it was awesome.
Are
Yeah,
you talking about when we were at Donna's?
yeah.
Oh my God, no, Dina, that made me start living again. That made me start breathing again.
Mm.
So if you were thinking that was too emotional, it made me personally go, wow, Dina's vulnerable at this part of her business. I want to be a part of that. I want to start over.
Well, good. I'm glad because, I just feel like we can create. We don't have to be stagnant. We can have new, smart, savvy 28-year-olds joining our team who will take us for the next 30 years. And that's what we need. Isn't that what we need, girls?
Yeah.
Because if we ever need to retire, we need to go younger and have them be successful so that we can have a global business. So we can,
But guess what? They deserve to have it. They want to have it too. Everybody wants to have a better life, more money, more choices for their kids.
And that's like my niece that's 42. She does an advertising job. And she said, Dina, she said, I want more. I want to travel. She said, I want to be able to go on, trips all over the world. And she said, I want to have a recurring income. And so I said, okay, Tiff, let's go. Let's get you to national vice president. And she wants to just run. She's got 6 kids. So she has
a very strong why.
But she's using tools. And
yeah, I love the tools, Dina. The reason that people get stuck is because they don't know what to do. And then every other system in the past, we've been the tool. And
Yeah.
I don't want to be the tool.
I don't want to be the tool. I tell you, you can't be the tool and duplicate the way you need
That's why I
to.
want you to listen to. I want you to go on and listen to every single Bob Heilig podcast you can possibly listen to, because you're going to take a 2x4 and you're going to hit yourself in the side of the head and go, duh. That's how I have felt. I just keep going. So I listen to one of his podcasts every morning when I'm getting ready.
One of Bob Helg's.
Bob Helix. Yeah. If you go to Bob
Helix.
you'll be able to find it. He's got a podcast, and you can watch it every morning on your listen to it every morning on your phone while you're getting ready.
Okay, Dina, can I ask a question? Because it is 12 o'clock.
Yep.
Did we go through the builder checklist? Did you tell us everything we need to know to do this system?
I will send you everything. I'll send you everything right now. I'll send you, because, truthfully, Laura Fortner's wetting her pants because she's having some major dawnings too. So I'll send you everything. I'll send you every single document and call that you need to listen to. I'll put that both in an email to you guys, all three of you guys right now.
Okay, and so, but if we go back to the builder checklist, because we didn't finish that, what else is that we're missing?
It's just all laid out there for you. Absolutely has
It's the builder checklist with the 5 steps.
It actually has 8 steps. We just went through 5. But it has 3 more, and you'll see what they are.
Okay, and then we just start doing this.
And then I'll send you that. Then I'll send you the link to the some more. I'll send you the funnel. I'll send you the funnel handout, and you'll really have, all that, and then you have all the calls to listen inside of the some more.
Right. Okay. Because I have a brand new girl, Diane, that you've met.
Yes, this would be perfect for Diane.
So I want to learn this in the next 24 hours because I was going to Florida, but we're not going now. So I'm going to help Diane this weekend, and I'm going to learn it with a brand new person.
Fabulous.
Okay.
That's great.
So message me any questions that you have. Message me, and we can talk on Messenger anytime in the UK. Okay.
So to make it easy for you, Dana, are you having separate conversations with Laura and Dana, or are you gonna have a little time each week that people are using this system? We can get on and bounce ideas and talk about.
Yes, absolutely, because we're all doing the same thing now. Phoebe, we're all doing the same thing. The only people I have to still get is I have to get Shayna and Kara. And other than that, I've got my downline doing it. Because you know what? Dana showed this to Kathy Lutz, and she just about had a heart attack. Because she went, oh my gosh, this is so brilliant. So I actually think everybody's going to be doing the same thing.
Okay, but so instead of we're not all asking you the same questions or different questions that we could learn from,
Yeah.
is there
We can get on and have a,
can we just have a 20-minute forum?
Uh-huh.
Or something?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
So, yeah. I will send it to you right now, and I guess I need to go home and go jump in a taxi. My husband's saying, gotta go, babe.
Can I have just one more question?
You bet.
Tina, do you know your schedule for next year? Are you coming back to Baltimore at some point?
I haven't scheduled out for next year yet. I was just kind of waiting to see when the girls were going to go region in, because they're both at 25, so I think they could go pretty fast. So
The girls up in Philly?
No, the girls in Australia.
Oh.
So I need to go back because they're direct to me. I need to go back and give car presentations. But I'm thinking,
we want to have 3 joint events next year. We were talking, me, Susan, and Lynn, and Dana wants to come back when there's big events. And we wanted to kind of know, when you may be coming, so that we could plan something. So do you think it's better for you to come toward the 3rd event we have, or the 2nd? Because Phoebe's coming either one.
I could come whenever you guys want me to come. I just don't want your people to get sick of me.
I think May again, because Phoebe's coming in February, right?
Well, I have to, it's either February or the first weekend in March. Phoebe's coming to do her vision and to discover Arbonne. So we were thinking, Susan, when was the next time you thought we should have a group thing?
Well, what we typically have done is January, May, and then September, October, like we just did.
I probably would be good again for me to come. Is it easy if we come back here and then go to Australia? Or is that harder?
That's harder.
Oh, that's harder because it's longer. So it's better for me if I go. I could come back in May.
Just tell them when.
Yeah, you just tell me when to come and I'll come.
Okay, so if you could pick a date, you and Richard in the next couple weeks for a May, give us a couple May dates so we could start working on a hotel.
Yeah, yeah. Because, you know, when I look at Francesca and those girls underneath Judy, they need help, but they could be so amazing in Philly. So I just feel like if I came back and they're going to start holding events with my area, this should be a region. So I think actually that group is going to pop. So you guys just pick a time. I'll be back.
It'll be 10 days.
Okay, and Dana wants to come when you come.
Okay, or does she want to come when Phoebe comes?
I think she's going to try to come
When-
all 3 times.
Laura, when's the last time you talked to Dana about coming?
I talked to Dana yesterday.
Okay, how'd that go?
It was very, very positive. It was very good. We talked.
Good.
I think.
Awesome, fabulous.
Well, I mean, when does Dana want to come? Does she just want to come on her own? I didn't know you had talked to her.
But you guys chat about that, but I actually have to go jump
Okay.
on my taxi.
Bye.
But I'll hurry and send you all the links right now, okay? Before I
Okay,
go.
and Richard's going to send us some stuff in Word. And Dina,
Yes.
we're going to send you a before and after. We have to have that. And don't forget, write yourself a note. You're going to put the A or the B verbiage in
I
that.
will.
I don't
Absolutely.
wanna send, like-
I'll give you both buzz statements.
Yeah, because I don't want to
Both of
send
you.
anything to my team until it's both things. Because like Amy and Ann, their whole teams are about wellness. So when I show this to people, I need everybody on board.
Yep. Okay, so I'll have both things because I can do that from the airport. So I'll hurry and go in and I can just change the document and save. Okay?
Yeah.
Let me go change the document and save, and then I'll send it to
And
both.
then send us everything so we only have one version.
Okay, awesome. All right, girls, love you guys.
Okay, when you're
Bye.
done vacation,
Thanks
let's
for
connect
being
again.
so awesome and for listening to me today. Appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you.
All right, you guys.
Thank
Love
you,
ya.
Dana.
Love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.